name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
Good Monday, everybody. Lead meteorologist John Choquet here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. Sorry it was a little bit late today. I'm having some technical issues with my personal computer, so getting all of this wonderful content from my computer to here was taking longer than expected, but no worries. We're going to jump right into it. If you're having any issues with our website and our app, I know I can be a little technologically challenged sometimes, so it's no big worry. We can set up a training so that way you can be squared away for whenever a big storm happens and you're not sitting there frustrated at your computer or on your iPhone or iPad or whatever you're using our app on. Just give us a call. The number will be at the end of the video here. Also, you can message us on our website or maybe even here on Facebook if you're watching us on Facebook, and we can set something up through there, again, at your earliest convenience. Before we get into the forecast today, I'm just going to go over a storm that happened on Friday in Edmonton, Alberta. I made it a 4-star map. It might have been a 5-star map. Honestly, we don't get the house counts from Canada. All of the data that we get for all of our house information, everything, it's all the US based. So when things happen in Canada, we just kind of eyeball it for house count. And it looked like it was quite a bit. There was some big time hail across this town of Spruce Grove and Edmonton, especially Spruce Grove. We had up to 3-inch hail. Again, these maps are a little more challenging to put together. Canada doesn't have the same radar technology as the United States, but at the end of the day, big time hail. I'm sure quite a few of you guys probably will be really hoping we had some big hail like this here in the United States, but hey, Edmonton, big time storm, so if you're working north of the border, you're more than welcome to check that map out and maybe go check out the wonders of Edmonton, Alberta, way up north into Canada. So forecast for today, things are thankfully not limited to just above the Canadian border. Looks like we could see some storms this afternoon and evening south of Minneapolis, where we have a little bit of activity this morning moving across northern Wisconsin, and that's leaving some outflow boundaries, some trigger mechanisms for later this afternoon. Could see some up to golf ball size hail. Right now I have it just south of Minneapolis. I think storms might form just south of you, or they turn into a line a little too quickly. I think by the time the storms get to Madison, where I have a 2% chance, I think you'll likely have not too much in the way of hail going on, be more of a line of storms, more of a bigger wind threat. Omaha, I don't even have an outside chance you could see a storm today, but it's looking more likely, not too much, might not even see any rain, and 2% chance back out west, Rapid City. I think we could see some storms form again for like the millionth time this year, eastern Wyoming, sections of South Dakota, and parts of western Nebraska. Again, that best hail risk is going to be probably in southern Minnesota this afternoon as storms form. And the aftermath of the activity this morning, seeing quite a bit of activity across Minnesota and into Wisconsin, but by the time it gets to the more densely populated southern Wisconsin, more of a wind threat is expected for the evening and overnight hours. Most of these storms, again, will form after about 4 o'clock local time. Shifting a little further to the west, a little bit to the north, you can see a couple storms forming in Wyoming and into South Dakota, but overall, pretty limited risk for today going into Tuesday. And remember what day it was here. Preliminary forecast shows could be some storms across central sections of South Dakota and northern parts of Nebraska. And if we get super lucky, we could get something close to Omaha, but that's real outside chance. I think the majority of this activity will be focused in on South Dakota. You look in that future radar and you can see towards the later parts of the afternoon, north South Dakota, storms moving through, maybe some stuff in Wyoming as well. Again, up to golf ball size hail, those strongest storms as we're here in the beginning of August as well. I know a lot of folks here in the southern plains at least are getting ready to go back to school next week. So summer for the kids are winding down, but summer meteorologically this is probably the month in the summer months with the least amount of hail. So will be a lot of activity like this, and unfortunately probably quite a bit of activity north of our U.S. borders. So follow us here on Facebook, hit See First so you don't miss any of our content. We do videos every single day, or if we're having technical difficulties and we're not right at noon, if you're following us on Facebook, you can still see our videos or watch them after the fact. And that, I believe hitting See First still continues to supersede the algorithm. I know Facebook changes their stuff around all the time. Give us a call if you need a training or have any other comments, questions, or concerns, or interested in what Hailtrace has to offer to you. 855-334-4245. You can email us or visit our website, hailtrace.com, for more details. And finally, follow us on Instagram, where we do updates occasionally on there as well. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. I'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. on whatever platform you watch us on, like we do every single weekday. Have a great day, everybody.